What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Team Pizza Plays Renowned Explorers International Society. I, of course, am Whatthefnu.
And I... What's my name again? Hold on.
Started with
Strawman.
a...
There we go. There we go. I had to get the piece of toilet paper that I wrote my name on.
Did you actually forget?
No, yeah.
It kind of fits, because we just unlocked Captain Pinhedro. So now if we start a new expedition, which hopefully we won't after this, then we will be able to use him as the team leader. What strange abilities does he have? We won't find out, because we're going to continue the game we had before.
He looks like his power would very much just be playing soccer. He looks like... You know how you can pull up somebody and say, this is the poster child for that particular ethnicity or whatever? He looks like the Brazilian soccer player.
Just all of them combined?
Exactly.
It's like that one Japanese pop star band that combined the quote-unquote perfect facial features from all of their different band members into one super idol as an experiment. Yeah. It wasn't even a real person.
It's like how in Persona 4,
so let's go down
the pop idol.
Yeah, so let's go down the list of achievements this guy has. He is a very accomplished man of society. He's a guide, a survivalist. He just took up what was it? Yeah, he's a diplomat, a survivalist. He just picked up classical physics not too long ago. He knows how to throw a great party, and on top of it all, he's the world's greatest soccer player. Is there anything Pinhedro can't do?
He can't fail, Fnu. He can't let us down. Our expectations of him are at all times high.
All right. Fair enough. What a paradox that is. It's like, I can do anything except fail, right? Shit.
You know, Fnu has just recently joined the producer and Seneca and I in playing a game called Heroes Unlimited. Think D&D plus superheroes. And one of the things you can do in Heroes is merits and flaws. Basically, you can give your character a flaw, either related to the character or just out of nowhere, for an extra power, money, whatever. I wanted to write on the sheet, I cannot fail. That is my flaw. It was, of course, scribbled off, torn off the sheet, and flushed down the toilet. You can still hear the flushing to this day.
It's still going.
Exactly, that's how much he hated it.
I mean, at least he's a smart DM, I'll give him that.
My other one was, my flaw, I care so much about my friends. That one's still in the paper shredder. We don't know how that one's being pulled off, but there you go.
So as you see, we are now currently in Transylvania, which is full of all kinds of cult members, strange things happening here and there.
Transylvania! I just combined 3 things there.
Which 3? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, Count Dracula, the Count, and Bela Lugosi.
Oh.
So basically just one thing, really.
Wait a minute, so... I mean, he was buried in the cave, if rumors are to be believed, or legends are to be believed.
Well, we could Google it.
They're not even rumors or legends, now that I think about it. There's documented evidence of this.
Well, the legends...
It just sounds cooler if you put it that way, right? Legends tell, they fought for 7 days and 3 nights. Is a lot cooler than just saying, yeah, a bunch of lazy bums got together in an alleyway and decided to beat the hell out of each other.
It wasn't even for 7 days. They just kind of passed out after round 1. They were really drunk. The smell stunk to high heaven. You can still smell it to this day.
And the award for the newest catchphrase for this episode is... What was that noise?
That's my bated breath noise.
Oh. I thought you were actually choking on whatever it was you were eating. I got worried there for a second.
Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. No. Okay. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually eating a thing right now, so I guess I probably
I
shouldn't
haven't
make
heard it
gasping,
yet on the microphone while we were recording, so
which is
you're doing pretty
great.
well on that front.
I am really glad that it's not being picked up, but I am also really. I'm sorry I gave you that worry. Yeah, I shouldn't be making gasping noises when I'm eating.
Life lessons, everybody. The more you know.
Yeah, sorry about that. My apologies.
Let's see here. How far does this go out? But I don't want this to... Yeah, okay, we've done the rest of the battle. No, it doesn't hit him nearly hard enough. Alright. We'll just leave him... Okay, right. You gotta cancel an action before you can have him... Oh! Right, this is the part of the game where enemies actually... I think I mentioned this last time, but this is the part of the game where enemies actually start attacking you.
Like,
They start
literally?
switching... they start switching emotions or moods in mid-battle.
So they just literally attack you, not emotionally or mentally. They actually hurt you.
Yes. So he was... they were taking a devious mood there for a while, which meant my friendly approach was working out pretty well. Then they immediately swapped over to attacking, which made things dire for me. Meaning I lost 30 armor.
Huh.
Who's gonna stay on watch here? Probably... I guess a survivalist wouldn't really work out for this. Then again, he is the... I forget how this one works off the top of my head. Which traits are going to help us out the most once we get in there? Probably bring the scout. Let's put it that way. Let's see. The guard decided the rest of the crew enters the tower. After a quick look around, it seems you have two options. Victor has found a room with a safe. Pinhedro has found the office of a cultist leader. What are you going to investigate? Let's open the safe. Oh,
You,
right. This isn't going to work out so well, because neither of these guys are a rogue or an engineer.
well, things are going to go perfectly. Next thing you know, we wind up in Spooky's House of Jump Scares and invite up for tea.
Oh! Pinhedro wins again!
Haha.
And we got a treasure out of that. Something that's actually never happened while we were in here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just equipment, though. It's not a treasure. Still, plus 10 speech defense, and you start every encounter excited. Great for a speech-based team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Fair enough. Do I dare go off in that direction and try to explore more of the map? I'm a little worried about Transylvania. There's one particular encounter that can happen here. There's a guy called the Wolfmaster.
I love him already.
And basically, he'll ask the question, are you, Uh-oh. I don't have an option to back out of this. I have a 1 in 4 chance, essentially, of either getting some campaign or losing one resolve. And considering we've only got one stage left before we end up, you know where. Yep. Knew I
No,
should
we're
have sent
good.
Pinhedro on that expedition.
No, we're good. We can... See, here's what we're going to do. What are the options? I'm going to guide you through this.
It already happened.
I'm going to guide you through this. You just got to listen to the sound of my voice, since that's kind of all we have right now.
Victor's better prepared, because he's a level 3 tactician. So we get something at the start of this encounter. Nice. So yeah, the Wolfmaster, he asks you if you're Baba Yaga. Of course I said no, because I didn't realize this was a trap. And he said, really? Then I will take you to her. And then he just proceeded to destroy my team. And that was a really good run, too, by the way. I was rolling in gold. My team had a great setup, and he just completely obliterated it. No love, man. No love at all, this game. It gets hard.
No respect.
No respect.
No. Yeah, so
These
yeah,
guys kind of look like they belong in a Three Stooges short, don't they?
all of these characters look like they belong in either a Scooby-Doo episode or a Three Stooges skit, or one of those Three Stooges cartoons where they were drawn by Hanna-Barbera, so they look like they're out of a Scooby-Doo episode. Yeah, remember that when the Three Stooges were robots?
Oh, That sounds like
Yeah.
something I should remember.
It was that bizarre, amazing era of cartoons when getting celebrity likenesses was pretty much like reaching into a can of jelly beans, if those exist at all.
Hmm.
It was one in a million. You could just get a celebrity face and make them a cartoon. One of the cartoons was the. Actually, I'll just look up the name. From my memory, of course.
It is vast and expansive.
Exactly.
Seriously, though, can we talk about this for a second? How the internet is kind of like a hive mind? Have we ever talked about this before?
No, go on.
It's if you think about it, I think MatPat is the one who introduced me to this concept, and it's a fascinating theory, as
Cool.
he is prone to deliver to people. But that's beside the point. Hive mind, internet. It's the idea that we're all sharing information with one another, information that through several algorithms from many different websites is designed to deliver us the best type of information that is relevant to our situation.
Yeah.
And we all rely on the internet to some degree, so
Yeah, how a hive mind, contrary to popular belief, isn't just straight up one unified brain. It's just basically all the thoughts and information are filtered for the best optimal outcome for the survival of the whole, as opposed to just the individual.
this was
And
an awfully short expedition. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
you, do you think we'd wind up in Dracula's castle? Oh, if this
Oh,
turned into Castlevania, you know how awesome that would be.
we are gonna end up in Dracula's castle in a second here, or at least this
Aha!
game's version of Dracula.
I hope we fight Reimu.
See,
No,
here's the thing.
Romella.
Travel costs 2 supplies. Practical resources may be found here. They're not kidding about that. Especially in these harder stages, there's no guarantee you'll actually get some there. So I'm just gonna go straight to the castle and not risk a penalty for my crew.
So yeah, the difficulty increases as well as the likelihood of failure in finding treasure.
This is, I'm actually kind of disappointed. This was relatively uneventful. This was very paint by the numbers here. In the courtyard, a most charming count bids you welcome. Honored guests, what brings you to this faraway place of mine? Or palace of mine, whoops. You know when you don't read all of the letters, your brain just fills in the blank spots?
I love that. And look at freaking Legolas from the Lord of the Rings here.
He kind of is, isn't he?
Look at those pointy ears and silver, beautiful hair. L'Oreal, because he's worth it.
There's enough to see in this castle. There is enough to see in this castle. The crew goes around studying the rooms and even takes some gifts. The Count is a most generous man.
My buttocks, he is.
One of the guards returns. Yeah, it's the typical setup, isn't it? It's sort of like an
Yeah.
Italian mobster. No, sit down, have a meal, right before he shoots you in the chest.
Exactly. Dracula just pulls out a 9mm. It's like, I thought you drank blood. No, I just shoot people now.
Aw, man, I've actually gotten this treasure before, but that's okay. Plus 25% renown from status, so... The icon of Nicomedia. And here you were thinking you'd find a Catholic treasure. A great find nonetheless. The Count continues. Great. Now, if you would excuse me, I have many issues to attend you. However, Pinhedro, yes? Why don't you leave these explorers behind and stay here with me? Join me in my lavish life for all eternity.
I'd want some dark meat.
Are you fucking serious?
Yep.
God damn it. Draw man! Draw man! But because Pinhedro's a badass like that, he makes it clear that these explorers are your comrades, and we will stick together. So not only do we get some stuff off of that, we gain one resolve.
Who's the real villain here, Dracula or me?
I can't decide at this point.
What's the name of the little magician girl with you again?
Oh, Hildegard.
She looks almost like a vampire. She's got the cape going on. Should leave her here.
You know, an interesting thing happened to her the last time I got her all the way to... what is it? I keep forgetting the name of this place. Shangri-La.
Oh, yes.
Last time we got there, we met a very particular character, and he gave her a choice I wasn't exactly sure how to respond to. I think it might happen again if we end up going there, so I won't spoil what it is, but it's kind of an interesting dilemma. It's one of those moments that kind of takes you off guard and makes you think in the mind of the characters for a second. And this isn't like something you expect to happen. It's not something that you see coming. It just comes out of the blue and makes you think, yeah, I'm making a really hard moral choice right now. Wow.
You know, on a quick side note, it was just called the Three Stooges.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just called the Three Stooges. Well, there's the Robonic. It's called the Three Robonic Stooges.
Okay.
Robot and moron. Robonic. But they were robots with superpowers. That happened. Anyway, on the subject of actual, choice and characters, it makes me think of the Ultima games, the earlier Ultima games.
Oh yeah, where you could basically do anything with your team?
Including leave them behind to be massacred. And while they're all willing to do it, it's like, oh my, I am letting my friends that I've got I'll die for my own good. I'm really the hero.
Whoa, hold on a second. Your microphone committed suicide again.
Oh, can you hear me now? Check.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
we good.
Oh, fantastic. So yeah, whatchamacallit. Yeah, the Ultima. You can just choose to let your comrades be killed in front of you, and you just go, oh, well.
Yeah, I just let that happen. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, you're breaking up every now and then. Hello? Oh no. Did the call die out?
For my own benefit. Am I really the hero?
You're breaking up every now and then again. Hang on a second. I think I can fix this. I'm trying to play the game and talk to and work this out with you at the same time, but come on, man, pick up. Draw, man, pick up. Victor's getting killed without you. Please, come back. Draw, man, come back. Or is he just having internet issues? Oh no, am I gonna be left here alone by myself?
Is it better? No, I'm good. You're good. Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you, but yes.
Okay, how about now? Can you hear me now?
Uh-oh. That was a bad move on my part with Victor. Well, maybe not. See if I can bottle up the count and... I can hear you a little bit, but... Hold on, say one more thing. Drawman? Are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, but you're really... Your microphone is really crinkly. Are you having internet issues?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Now it's better.
Oh, fantastic. You know, I guess my internet, for some reason, I think it's because of the weather, it just keeps cutting in and out every so often. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just sighing over the fact that Victor just got annihilated.
Aw, well, to be fair, it's how he would have wanted it.
Not really, just impressed to death.
It's how he would have wanted it.
He's a conquistador. He's gonna die honorably in battle.
Exactly.
I love how I'm treating him like a samurai all of a sudden.
Exactly. Well, you know, Spanish conquistadors were basically samurai. I mean, they had...
Really?
I mean, look at their armor and their swords and the fact that they had mustaches.
Keep going. Keep digging yourself into a deeper hole. I'm loving this.
And they killed a lot of natives like samurai.
When did samurai kill a lot of natives, other than when they tried to invade China?
Oh, when they killed random farmers because they weren't paying protection money to the king.
Sengoku Jidai, is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah.
That guy still healed health.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to healing something. Oh, because he's a vampire. I get it.
Haha. Wait, that's bad. Haha.
This is ridiculous. These guys are just gonna keep spawning. I think I'm running out of energy here.
No, speaking
I need
of
to get
running,
Victor back up and running. This is bad. This is really freaking bad.
you need him.
Okay, first I'm gonna weaken the count here. Oh, he's completely immune to being impressed.
To be fair, he's a count, and they are pretty much royalty, so it takes a lot to impress him.
Why did I just do that? Party time doesn't refresh itself for another turn yet. I basically just put Pinhedro over here. For nothing now. Alright. You're the team healer, Hilda. Let's make this happen.
Use your magic science. Or your sciencey magic.
One or the other. Yeah, let's make this guy confident at the end of the turn. That way he won't have any more extra speech power.
I feel confident that I'll beat their butts. I don't feel a need to boost myself. Speaking of boost, I was watching some earlier episodes of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how when Ash got his Charmander, or rather Brock helped the Charmander and it went to Ash because he's main character.
Yeah.
And how the Charmander, once it became Charmeleon, became a disobedient jerk.
Do you have a theory about why that happened?
I do have a theory, but I'm gonna go with my more pressing issue, how that show is just full of it. So, by the time his Charmander evolved, he had enough badges that it would be controlled as a Charmeleon. And think about that.
That's something that the show usually got really right, too, because any information you learned from the show could more often than not be applied to the anime, which could be applied to the comic, which would help you in the game again. So It was just a constantly renewing cycle, and that's part of why it did so well to begin with.
Yeah, one informed the other. But then, he had enough badges that he could control Charmander as a Charmeleon. Even at that point, he had enough badges that, even if you could say that the Charmander was at a higher level because it knew Flamethrower, it was still at the level he could control it with all the badges he had by the time it evolved. And by the time it was a Charizard, he pretty much had enough badges that still he could control that thing. I mean, it was still disobedient after the Indigo League, which is nonsense. So here's my little musings. The only reason he couldn't control that Charizard is for story purposes only.
Yeah, it's the same reason he beat the twins in the Ruby and Sapphire days. He beat them with the power of plot!
Exactly. That's all it is. I mean, I can forgive the whole Pikachu aiming for Rhyhorn's, horn, because, that still makes sense, because it's freaking bone. And if you shock someone's literal bones, that's gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah, that's something they didn't... Tissue. Maybe that's why critical hits happen in the show, if you think about it. It's just the Pokemon finally gets a lucky shot in, and it's like, oh, I hit this Jigglypuff in the Wigglytuff, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. Now, I believe that, because, crits in all types of role-playing games are double damage or quadruple damage, because you're hitting a critical area. You've done really good with that shot.
Hold on a second. I want to highlight this line right here. The Count continues, "Well, I guess this is it. Please take this gold as a parting gift. I hope to see you again someday. Especially you, Pinhedro." That went pretty well. And so you conclude your adventure in Transylvania. They will long remember this weird encounter in the Count's castle. So I gained a resolve, but I also lost one. which means we're essentially going into this with less than I'd like going to Shangri-La, because as we found out last time, there are tons of challenges that can make you lose that very, very quickly.
Oh, you've got less than you'd like, but more than you'd hope. But yeah, it's freaking... Yeah, oh yeah, Ash's Charizard. Yeah, because at that point, say what you will about the actual stats of all the Pokemon, especially with all the EV training and all that. In the show, Ash's Charizard was a beast. No, it took a lot to freaking stop that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when they got to the Charcific Valley, Misty even said, "Hey Ash, don't you think it's a little unfair you can just whip out the dragon and just beat everyone to death with it?" And I should have phrased that better. But as a side note, I thought it was weird that Misty was calling Ash out on a quote-unquote unfair strategy.
Hold on a second. I didn't realize this. Like, we won the battle, but he still made Pinhedro a vampire.
Really?
Yeah, look at this. He's got a new permanent buff. Vampire. This crew member is a vampire. Pretty self-explanatory there, but it does give him plus 10 speech power.
That Pyro's a spy! That's cool, that's cool. Ooh, can we... Ooh, you know, it'd be awesome. Freaking hold up a mirror to himself, and they're like, wait, no reflection. And their charisma just goes down the toilet. Look how happy he is, he loves that idea.
Let's see here. More renowned from gold, status, or research. Considering the direction our team is going in right now, we need the gold perk.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely what we're gonna need to do. And an entourage hall. We've got 2 insight to work with. What does the shop look like? How much does it cost to get some advanced equipment again? Because if that last encounter was anything to go by, we're gonna need some better armor for Victor. Yup, his speech defense is all the way down to 10. Definitely gonna get this guy something better to work with.
Yeah, I say get him a greeting card too. Something that says, we're sorry.
Yeah.
But
There we go, yeah, 800. So, plus 15 armor, but plus 45 speech defense. I think I know who's getting that.
But yeah, friggin' Charizard. It's like, you know, Misty says that don't you think it's a little unfair that you can use that, just bring that big monster out and just beat everyone with it? To which I wish Ash had said, yeah, Misty, don't you think it's a little unfair that you can just bring out your super psychic Psyduck and just beat it over the head so it can use its psychic powers?
Don't you think that's a little cruel?
Exactly, don't you think it's a little cruel? And then Brock, I'm surprised no one said, hey Brock, don't you think that's a little unfair? You've
got a giant rock snake.
Are
we talking about the real world Pokemon tier list? It's like, no, you can't bring an Onix into the league. Last time we had one here, it just destroyed it made a mess of the fighting grounds.
It's like, why not? Well, you ever seen a runaway freight train? Yeah, that is what you have in that Pokeball, sir. It's like, I'm surprised no one ever called anyone out on that kind of on that kind of chicanery.
I think the solution to all of these questions we're asking is that writing a show is hard.
Oh, it's super hard.
That's all it comes down to.
It is hard. Again, I will give them super credit because they made a really fun show that we are still talking about to this day, and it's still going on to this day. They did a good job, and I love it. But the reason with that love comes, wanting to, know more about it and think more about it. And that's when a lot of these questions come up, like, was Ash's Charizard's disobedience specifically because he wasn't a accomplished trainer, or simply because they needed a way to sort of even things out since no one else really had that Charizard? I mean, it's like, with Misty's Psyduck, it makes sense that, oh, it's kind of a dopey little thing. Let's hit it because I'm sure people don't like it. Get out their frustration on the thing. But
and then it defies your expectations and does something you didn't see coming.
Exactly. That's a little comedic little workaround for the little creature there. I mean, in fact, they even kind of balanced out Onyx because he rarely showed up. And when you think about it, Brock used his Vulpix and Zubat far more than Onyx.
Yeah. I mean, he's a gym leader. He knows how to be merciful to the people he fights.
Which
It's like,
actually
oh
brings-
yeah, no, I've spent my whole life working on this kind of thing, but no, you won the badge. It's like in one of those anime where he was holding back his true power level the whole time.
Actually, here's where my next rant comes in. Misty and Brock are gym leaders. They should own everyone, at least almost everyone, because they're freaking gym leaders. They're.
Well, hold on a
elite
second. Before you go too far into this, I've pretty much finished my preparations for this episode, everything I could have possibly done. So next time, ladies and gentlemen, with our much better team and our much bigger plans, will things finally pay off and we'll be able to complete Shangri-La?
Will I have a much bigger rant? Well, duh.
Find out next time on Team Pizza Plays. Until then, I'm Whatthefnu.
Oh yeah, Drawman. Okay,
You
that's me.
forgot
No, I'm
again.
No, I didn't. Okay, I did.
And we will see you again next time. Later, everybody.
Later.